A logo is a critical piece of your business. At a glance, your logo needs to tell people what your company does in a memorable way. Finding the right designer to come up with a logo to match your branding message can be a challenge. This problem can be resolved with a logo design contest.
And now it's time for some more DIY SEO tips with Jennifer Regina.
You need to find the right designer who can create the look and feel necessary for your company. The method that I would recommend to find the perfect designer is to crowdsource the project by running a logo design contest. A crowdsourced logo design contest will allow you to get several designers to bid on your project. It also means you don't have to go through the hassle of interviewing and getting quotes from each person. And many times, the overall cost is less than what you would pay if you were to hire a designer directly. I'm sure there are several different companies that you can use to crowdsource logo design. However, the one I am most familiar with and the one that I'll discuss now is 99 Designs. Launching a contest is easy, but it can be a little trickier to get the most bang for your buck and end up with a logo that will truly portray your branding message. I'm going to walk you through the exact strategy that I use to get the perfect logo for my brand every time, even with the lowest cost tier. So first is you need to create a detailed scope of work. With 99 Designs, laying out the scope of work, also known as a design brief, is super simple. So they walk you through all of the common questions and essentially build out a design brief for you. They start by getting your input on what style of logo you'd like for your brand. You can choose a few different types, including a word mark, an abstract icon, and a character, just to name a few. Then you'll be shown an assortment of logos, and you select the ones you like. That helps the system assess your style preference. Next, you'll choose your brand style. So what message should the logo portray? You can adjust sliders on various scales, including masculine versus feminine, luxurious versus economical, and playful versus sophisticated. The sliders are already configured based on your logo preference on the previous screen, but you can just adjust them to meet your needs. After that, you'll move on to choosing colors. So you can choose up to 3 color palettes, or you can choose to just let the designers decide. Each color option in 99 Designs includes a short list of the emotions associated with each color. This is convenient if you're still trying to determine what colors represent your brand. Simply by going through the step-by-step design brief on 99 Designs, you'll be able to provide all pertinent details. If you do have more information you'd like to provide, there is a field where you can provide any additional details to the designers. You can even upload supporting files. If you end up adding any additional instructions to your design brief, try to make it as clear as possible. If you have a lot to say, consider breaking it into bullets. That way the designers are less likely to miss important information. If you want to add some direction but don't want to stifle creativity, just add a note explaining that these are just ideas and you're open to seeing other variations. Feel free to upload any images that may be helpful, such as patterns you like or color schemes. Okay, the next important piece of the puzzle is to actively invite designers. So I learned that one of the key pieces to having a successful logo design contest is to invite the designers that you like. So in the past, I've recommended looking through the completed contest to find designers that create logos you like, but now there's an even easier way to do it. There's a page you can visit to specifically discover designers. It's the Discover page. And you can adjust the filter to limit the designs to logos only. You could even choose an industry and turn on some advanced features such as only displaying logos that won the contest. When you find a logo you like, you can click the designer's name on the bottom left of the logo to view their profile. And if after viewing the profile, you still like the overall look and feel of their designs, then send the designer a message and invite them to the contest. You'll see a button on their profile that says Invite to Work, and that will pop up a little box that you could write them a custom message. I normally put something to the extent of, "Hi, I really like the look and feel of the logos you have in your portfolio. If you have time, please take a look at my contest to see if it is of interest to you. Thanks." Just something short and sweet to let them know that you like what they're doing. And if they add their logo to your contest, since you already like their look, there's a better chance that you might choose their logo as the winning one. I strongly recommend inviting as many designers as you have time to invite. 99 Designs allows you to invite a maximum of 50 designers every 24 hours. If you aren't at the max and you continue to find designers with portfolios you like, invite them. Only invite designers if you actually like the logos in their portfolio. There is no sense in wasting their time if it doesn't seem like a good match. Okay, and then another important piece is to leave feedback. You need to remember to leave feedback. It's important to talk to the designers and let them know what you like and what you don't like. The more you communicate what your thoughts are on the designs, the more likely you are to receive a design that you're happy with. And then you do want to make sure that you're rating and eliminating designs in addition to commenting, but make sure that you reserve the 4 and 5-star ratings until the end of the contest when you're in the final round. The final round begins after a few days into the contest. You choose a handful of designers as finalists, and then no new designers can participate after that point. If you rate designs with 4 and 5 stars early on, it'll discourage new designers from participating because it appears you are already close to awarding a winner. And then lastly, set some time aside. Expect to spend a decent amount of time managing your logo design contest. That is the trade-off when choosing the cheapest plan. Between inviting designers and providing feedback, I end up spending about 10 to 15 hours in each contest. The more designers you find and feedback you provide, the better the logo you'll get out of it. Before you start the contest, make sure your schedule will allow you to dedicate the time you need to make it successful.
Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. This episode was brought to you by ClearPath Online, a DIY SEO tool for your website.